Taryn Hatcher. I am a reporter, host, and anchor for NBC Sports Philadelphia.
I'm Jessica Buckley. I'm a journalism and communications major. I specialize in sports journalism, and I'm a junior at Rutgers. So I feel like from a really young age, I always knew I wanted to be on TV. I vividly remember my neighbor, we went to 6ABC in Philly. At the time, I really wanted to be a meteorologist for whatever reason.
And then you didn't like math and science that much?
I took a meteorology class here and I was like, I don't think I could do this.
Yeah.
But that was like kind of the moment I knew I really wanted to be on TV. Then I applied to colleges though to be a teacher. I was kind of taking the safe route. My mom and my sister are a teacher. I grew up playing sports. I played soccer. I love the NFL. And it just felt right to be a sports broadcaster.
I loved sports, I loved playing sports, but the idea of being a female professional athlete A, it was not a financially stable dream to have, and B, I probably was never gonna be that good anyway. We were watching a college basketball game and seeing the people present it and how much fun they were having doing the broadcast, my dad was sort of like, that's a job, you can do that job, it's really competitive. I don't know that I necessarily had the same kind of anxiety that people face when they get to college and they don't know what they want to do. And because for me, it was just always, this is just it. I'm going to chase it as hard as I can. And I did get a second degree. I got a political science degree. Growing up in a place where you didn't really have a journalism program in high school, you're putting all your eggs in the basket of where I go to college, what I do when I get there, how do I set myself up? I made sure I got into Steve Miller's intro to media studies class.
Yeah. I remember the first time I met him, I went in his office and he was like, what do you want to do right now?
Yeah.
And then I told him, and it was from there, this many names of people that I can talk to. It was just, and same with Erica too. She's been such a great help.
She's amazing.
And it's just so good to see another female that's here and can give you her experience and can give you that expertise. So it's just been really great to have her as a professor too. WRSU when I was a freshman. I was the only girl when I joined.
Yeah.
And I was just kind of taken back. I was like, okay, I knew I was gonna be in this field with a bunch of guys, but I was just a little bit nervous to be around them, I feel like they're gonna look at me and be like, okay, you're a girl, you don't know what you're talking about. But I also feel like that kind of fueled my confidence too, because it was okay, there's a way to set me apart from everybody I'm around. I'm the only girl. So I think that I kind of overcame that, I would say my freshman year.
I felt the same way when I first walked into an RSU meeting. It was all guys.
Yep.
And I think I was the only newbie that first meeting that I went to. We're all college kids and we're all trying to get reps.
Exactly.
And yeah, some of them have a few more experiences here, but it's really a group of college kids, and it's a little bit, it's like babies teaching babies in a way. And by the end, hopefully you've grown and you're better. It is one of those things where it feels daunting and scary, and then you realize no one knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
I think it's great that you got to do that right away, because having that experience will have helped you so much.
And that's why I'm thankful for walking into that room that day and just feeling so small, with all these guys in there. And I'm thankful for all the professors too, because they especially Erica, you can tell her something and she will hear you. And she also doesn't sugarcoat it. She's not gonna sit here and be like, yes, I've had the best career of my life. I've never went over a single hardship. She gives it to you as it is.
I think if I could go back to college and 32-year-old me now talk to 18, 19, 20-year-old me then, I would say just keep doing it, because I was always trying to do something to move forward.
If I could just sit down with my freshman year self, I would really just tell her not to be nervous, because like I said, when I first walked into WRSU, I was just so nervous. And I remember even after my first production, I went home that night, I was so nervous. But looking at it now, that was so small. And also, my parents tell me this all the time, if you weren't nervous, you wouldn't care.
If you love it and you want it, even if it feels big and it feels scary and it feels impossible, don't ever let it make you not want to do it. If you love it, you should chase it as hard and as fast as you can until your legs give out, truly. And don't let anybody make you feel scared. You're only scared, like your parents said, because you really care about it.